Welcome back to Game Devs Play Games, where you can watch games and practice game design.
You know,
and we're back with Kingdom Hearts.
I think one benefit of us going back down to 15-minute episodes is a Merry Unbirthday. Yep. I forgot about that. I feel like we have kind of slightly better focus than we do with 20, 30-minute episodes.
It's like,
well, it's like it goes on so long that we don't have any little break in between, and
right.
I like run out of things to talk about.
Yeah, right. They're hiding somewhere, and the Momorats out Grabe want to find the shadows. Try turning on the light.
Fine. Hey, it's upside down. It's the upside down. Look at that. It's
Let me find Barb here.
That hot new Netflix show.
Okay, so I actually want to have you watched the show, right? Obviously.
Which show?
Stranger Things.
Okay.
Please tell me.
Just want to clarify.
Please tell me you've watched the show.
Yeah, no, it's
Chris,
amazing.
I swear to you, I will murder you.
It wasn't groundbreaking, but like it was everything it should have been.
It was a lot of fun. No, nothing groundbreaking. So like the woman that played Barb.
Yeah.
I get that like a lot of people made a really big deal out of her.
Well, yeah, because she died. Well, spoiler alert. She died, but like it didn't impact the characters as much as maybe it should have. And that was the fuss that people made.
But then everyone made a huge fuss about her being like, oh, she's the best thing ever. I never got it.
I mean,
I think she's a fine character, but I don't think she was like anything that was like, oh my god, the best thing ever.
I mean, I think that character in general aligned with a lot of priorities for people our age, so it resonated.
Well, yes, but at the same time, she was such a blip on the radar before she died.
Well, right, she wasn't a very impactful character otherwise.
And then here she's getting like Emmy nominations for like best, like guest star on a role. And it's like I don't know if I would go that far.
I mean,
I think she was fine, and I think it was a good enough character, but I've never really rode hard on the Barb train.
So, like, I agree with people's desire or like of her as a character.
Yeah, no, it's not. Yeah.
I guess it doesn't bother me that like she's getting Emmy nominations for guest characters because the Emmys and Oscars are bullshit.
Well, no,
anyway.
yeah, but it's like,
no offense to anyone that likes them, but I don't value them as a reward ceremony. I think that they gravitate toward just like what is considered more popular rather than what is culturally and artistically better.
It depends. I think it's a little bit of both. I think at times it's popularity contests, sure. But at the same time, you see powerful movies like Moonlight get Best Picture when something like La La Land could have done it. Mm-hmm. And you're like, well, maybe it's not as hopeless as I thought it was. But there is some definite issues with the process.
It's just like, how do we make these more already giant beasts of cinema all bigger than they already are?
But here's the thing. A lot of Oscar movies don't make a lot of money. I mean, some of them do. But a lot of them are more like your indie houses. I mean, there's a few that are art house films. Not like super art house, but...
Right.
But you'll get your big pictures in there, too, that make a lot of money. It just depends.
That's fair.
It's too dim. Make it brighter.
What next? Sorry, I didn't realize it was me.
One more lamp that you need to light.
You mean that one next to you?
Yeah, right.
Is that actually it?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
The dialogue seemed arbitrary.
Yeah, it is. All the lights are on. You'll see the shadows soon. They'll rise in this room, but somewhere else the shadows might go after that doorknob too.
I wonder if maybe like during the playtesting phase of this game, they had players that would light one and be like, why isn't anything happening?
Yeah, like, what's going on? Even though there's two right there. Be like,
I mean, like, to me, it makes perfect sense, right? But I don't know. I feel like they put that there because something happened. Maybe it was like a producer was like, I don't think this makes sense. You should really...
I don't get it.
Or like Disney did that. Disney was like, you need more Cheshire. So they were like, okay, I guess. Put Cheshire everywhere.
We're seeing some real arbitrary dialogue, and all right.
I mean, that is a common trend among, like, publisher relationships with studios. Not to say that it's always like that.
No, just always like that. I get what you're saying.
Oh, that's a door. Oh. All right. It's like a cupboard latch. Oh, yeah, get that chest.
Thundara G. That's for the gummy ship.
Oh, I was gonna say, is that an item or a spell?
So I don't remember how to get these ones.
Just jump.
No.
Just jump higher.
No.
Just Pikmin your way up. Throw Donald up, and he'll be like, hop, 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 and carry the chest down to you, and then you'll be like, and blow your little whistle, and then he'll come back to your side, and then he'll open the chest, and you'll be like,
This isn't that game.
I really want to play Pikmin on the show.
We shouldn't play Pikmin on the show.
Maybe that'll be the next one that I try to play with you.
No, I don't want to do it.
But I love Pikmin so much.
I guess. But
I don't think you understand. I bought Nathan Pikmin 3 because I wanted him to experience Pikmin. Like, it's on his Wii U
Has he ever played
as a downloaded game that I can never take back from him and play on my own free time because I wanted him to play it. And also because I wanted to play it and I didn't have a Wii U.
Did you play it?
No!
Yep.
He doesn't play any of the games I buy him. Nathan. Yeah, that's right, I'm calling you out.
Yep.
That's why Nathan didn't play Zelda until Breath of the Wild.
Yep.
Because I bought him Wind Waker HD. And
Okay, I don't know how he didn't play Wind Waker. I don't know how he...
How he hasn't played it?
Yeah, no soul, I guess.
That's what I'm saying! Nathan has bad taste in games.
Lack of soul. That's all it is.
Go, a challenge of the day. Go tweet at Nathan. I think it's at Sorcerer Nathan on Twitter.
You should really find that.
Go tweet at him.
Mark that and,
tweet at him, be like, you don't like good games.
Go Twitter, #Warham, whatever thing you need to...
I do this to Eddie a lot, too.
Really?
I wonder if anyone's actually ever done that.
Yeah, right. But we gotta put in the episode, though. We need to put, like, little, like... Okay, oh my god.
What is his handle?
Yeah, his handle, yeah.
His handle's actually in, I think in the text body of all
but still, put it on the episode.
The episodes.
So we need to read it. They see it on the screen, like, flash.
Did I do
like,
that? I want to look that up.
We'll put it.
I forget what I put in the text body of our videos.
Still make it out, Crash.
Maybe I don't do that anymore.
Well, how about this? Why don't you make a note of it? You just said it.
But Tony.
No, but Chris.
But I gotta know.
Chris, you're the friggin' worst.
All right, I'll put a 3:30:57. This is gonna be really delayed.
I'm about to say. All right, more puppies, more doggos and puppers.
Oh, nice. So how many chests? Do they always have 3?
I think so.
So
yes.
there are 33.
33 chests.
That's a pretty good way of doing it.
Oh yeah.
33 is not bad either. That's a very achievable.
See. Nah, we're well.
What are we trying to do right now?
Ho hum. Nothing.
But like, we aren't looking for evidence because the queen was angered by our presence and fallacies. Our alternative facts.
Our alternative facts. Because we're the fake media here.
We are CNN.
we are CNN. Thank you and good night.
Yeah, what's our goal?
Mein Führer, what's up?
Whoa. Whoa. But what are we actually trying to do?
I don't know. Some drugs. I guess some crickety crack. I guess some of that sweet crack.
I think we're at that point, folks, where things are now wackadoo.
Dude, wackadoo crazy stuff, man. Ah, come on! I thought that worked.
You gotta move the bush.
I'm gonna
tree.
I know, but I don't have another potion.
Can you buy more?
No, I'd have to go back to Travers.
What's with the little flower arch?
I need cure for that.
What's it do?
It does something.
Like story wise?
I don't know. I don't have any more potions.
Go buy some.
But I have to go back.
Go get some.
No,
can you farm them? Should we farm them? Should we pause and farm them?
No, we don't. No, we're fine. We guys come back to House 1 on later and do that.
Are we just leaving?
But we're about to do the fighting.
Oh, is that like a bonus thing?
Mm-hmm. You have a better view from higher up.
That text box was not aligned properly.
No, it's not. The shadows should be here soon. Are you prepared for the worst, if not too bad?
Too bad.
And they also changed his color up too. He used to be red and black, and then they made him purple, green, and yellow.
Interesting.
Or purple, pink and green.
Why do you think they did that?
I don't know.
Do you think that
Because wackadoo magic science.
Do you think that the previous color choices didn't read as
Well, you know what's funny? Because like they have a bunch of games in here, right? Like in this series, and so in Kingdom Hearts Birth, in Chain of Memories, you go back to a lot of these worlds because you're trying to get some memories back, right? And you redo a lot of these fights, and they keep the original colors from like the original game. Because they didn't remaster it. This isn't a final mix or anything like that. So like, we're gonna keep everything the same.
Interesting.
Yaha.
So what's the shtick with this guy? He's got long legs. Can you not damage him unless you hit his body?
Yeah, basically.
So you got to take out his knees.
Head, shoulders, knees and knees. Yeah, but they'll start blasting some fireballs at us eventually.
So it's nothing too crazy.
No. It's your pretty standard. And he can break the table, though. He will break the table if you're on it too long.
So basically, like, they expect you to use the table to reach him for a while. He breaks it.
Oh, no, I did not mean to. Well, actually, fire's okay.
And then after he breaks it, you have to, like, take out his knees.
Well, you kind of have to, like, get lucky and hopefully hit him. There's Donald dying again. I really need to reset Donald's parameters. I should really do that.
What happens when they die? Are they just out for the fight?
They're out for a little while. They get this, like, kind of, like, dazed and confused look. But if the fight goes on long enough, they regain their health.
Oh, okay.
That's in any mode, whether it's proud or...
So does that lead to a point where, say you're in a really tough fight and both Goofy and Donald go down, does that kind of create a scenario in which you might actually just run away from the enemy?
Oh, absolutely.
Huh.
Or sometimes I know I can beat them without them, so it just really depends.
Do you think that's bad? Like, that's a viable strategy?
Yeah, it works. You know, it's not like, I mean, is it the best strategy on Earth? Probably not, but...
I mean, like, I don't think it's... I don't think that's a game-ruining experience.
No, I agree. I don't think it's a game-ruining experience at all either.
I think this seems to be the theme of this playthrough is it's one of those things that encourages a not as fun way to play the game.
Yeah.
And it's out of necessity, right? Like, but the player doesn't want to restart.
It gives you a toolbox for problem solving in a different light. That's how I like to look at it. I feel like it's not, it's not your standard game. It's not like, oh, once you're out of character, you're out, It opens up the path for more.
I mean, that's fair. That's sort of an emergent strategy. I think that's not at all the intended one.
Oh, here's where the fire starts.
And that's where things like items come into play, right? So if, say, you have whatever the equivalent of a Phoenix Down is in this game.
Yeah, there isn't one.
There isn't one?
Nope.
Oh.
Elixir is kind of the remedy to that.
Like, can an elixir bring someone back from that stun?
Yes. Oh, yeah. And so high potions.
Well, that's... Oh, really? So just basically healing items will. Okay, well then, I mean, that's sort of it, right? Like, they expect you... They expect you to use items to pull your allies out of that state.
Oh, yeah.
Rather than just running around and waiting for them to, like, come out of it.
Absolutely.
But, in the case of, like, I'm a player who tries not to spend my items, or I'm a player who spends all my items, and now I have none.
Yeah, yep. Hi, that's me.
Then that becomes the strategy that you sort of...
Why? Because I wanted to keep getting bigger to do things. God.
What?
No, why I spent all my potions.
Oh. Right. I forgot that's why you don't have any right now.
Yep. That doesn't mean being a good player or anything and the like.
That's alright.
I'm pretty good at Kingdom Hearts. I'm not bad, I can hold my own.
I mean, like, I think you're doing pretty good, especially while holding up conversation.
Well, this is a game that I really like, so it's like I can talk about things pretty well.
And it doesn't require a tremendous amount of focus.
And what I want to talk about too is like I want to talk about the things that Kingdom Hearts 3 is about to bring into its story without ruining anything for the other games. So I'm really excited because at what was it? Would have been E3? No, not E3. It was at the at D23, which is Disney's con. They had footage. Now, of course,
D23.
Yeah.
Is it actually called D23?
Yep. Jacksepticeye, which I am not a huge fan of.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm like, some of the stuff is funny, I guess, but like I don't know. All in all, I just
It doesn't resonate with you.
it just doesn't resonate. It's nothing against people who like him. Like, you know, if you like him, I'm not saying like, oh, you're a bad person or nothing. I'm just saying he's not my style. I really wish I had another potion on me.
I'm right on your side there. That's one
Yeah.
of those. And I second your notion of it's.
I'm gonna lose.
Like-
Crap, I'm gonna lose.
Oh.
Crap.
Do you have any high potions?
I have nothing.
Oh, you have 0 items at all.
I am, and they have no items too, so I'm gonna lose. That's okay. That's all right. We all lose sometimes.
But I second your notion of like, no, it's definitely not like the comments against like those kinds of YouTubers.
Yeah, no.
If you like them, like all the more power to
No,
you.
but what they got to show, we're just gonna let me skip this dialogue.
But I agree. That's really not my preferred style of Let's Play, and that's actually one of the reasons it's Let's Players like him that partly made me want to make this show, because I
Right.
wanted to have a something
that have more
that
conversation about the games being played, a little more serious.
Yeah, and I want people who watch our show to feel like they can take something away from it and not just get laughs, which
Right,
we're not very
exactly.
comedic, so I guess like maybe we could be more entertaining. But like if anyone that watches the show ever feels like they've learned anything about game design or game development
let
in
us
general,
know.
like then that
a huge
tells
deal to
me
us.
that this show is successful in what it was designed to try to do.
Exactly.
And I think there's always things we could do better. But like,
Like with any team, I mean, there's always something you can do more.
yeah.
I mean, I think that's true with just about everybody.
And like, I get that some people just want to watch a show to get some laughs, and like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that either.
I was going with
It's
fire.
just,
That was a bad idea. I gave him fire early. That's right. I should.
oh, you made him more powerful by giving him fire.
Yeah.
Oh.
But that's
Oh
okay.
no.
I think I still do damage to him, so we're still good.
He's pretty tough though.
He's a toughie. He's a toughie, and I definitely made a mistake by trying to fire out too much. That's all right. We'll figure this out.
He seems a little bit like a spamming kind of boss. Like, you just
Yeah.
run up, hit him a lot, and then try to run away every now and then. I do really like, though, that there's this dynamic of, like, if you use a fire spell, it makes him more powerful. Though maybe that's not obvious until it's already too late.
Right. It's like, oh, okay.
Is there a way to put out the fire? Like, if you use Blizzard on it?
I think maybe. It doesn't let me, like, hone in on it, so I don't know.
So is there a way to use fire on him without it igniting his torches?
Probably not.
So then maybe if you hit him anywhere with Blizzard, it could.
Well, that's what I was trying.
Oh, and it didn't do
and
that.
It wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, I guess like if. Oh, that's rough.
Yeah.
I guess if you're gonna have a condition to like make the boss more difficult,
That'd
then
be
like
it.
I feel like there should be a condition to make it not as tough. Also,
It just like,
will you get more experience from him if you kill him in this state?
no.
Oh, that's disappointing. Because, like, I could see that being a cool thing of, like, you get more experience the longer he was on fire for. And so it, like, justifies the player intentionally catching him on fire, you know?
I'm not gonna let him on fire this time. So, like, sometimes I have trouble with this guy. He's one of the bosses I have always have trouble with early on in the game, and all of a sudden I'll go on a like a rampage where I don't have any trouble with any of the bosses.
I mean, part of this guy is probably that
And we can also probably cut ahead to us beating this guy.
we could do that.
Yeah, because we don't want to bore anybody with.
But I think part of with this guy is that the level itself kind of made us lose all of our potions. I mean, partly because you did things...
Probably because I did things backwards, which is fine.
But now because you don't have any potions, you don't have many means of healing.
I just don't want to go all the way back to Traverse Town just to buy potions.
Right.
Like, that's why I wish they would have had like people to sell potions throughout the game.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
like the
I
next
agree.
time you really find a place to buy potions is in Agrabah, and that's not for a while. Like for a long while.
Is that something they resolved in the second game?
You know, to be honest, I don't remember because I've only played the game the one time when I was 16.
Oh,
And
that's
the last
fair.
time I played it. 'Cause a lot of these games, like I love the Kingdom Hearts games, but a lot of them I just played the one time and that was it. You know.
Right.
They're big games. They can take a while. I mean,
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, how longtobeat.com estimates this is about a 28-hour playthrough.
28-hour playthrough, which isn't bad. Like it's actually a little bit shorter than I originally thought.
Yeah, it's pretty good for an RPG. I mean, I guess action RPGs are generally shorter.
Yeah.
Because they're less because they're not turn-based, right? And turn-based is just slower by its own nature.
Like Final Fantasy, you'd be playing for like 50, 60 hours. That's just because turn-based takes a while.
And that's the only reason we haven't played some games like Final Fantasy Tactics on the show, because that's Nathan's favorite game, but
that would take forever.
Yeah. Though Nathan could probably keep conversation going for that entire playthrough. He is obsessed with that game.
Like literally, if you guys ever need an idea for like cool fan art, put Nathan in Final Fantasy Tactics art, and he will love you forever.
Yeah, probably.
All right.
Too bad he's the least likable person on the show.
No, he's
kidding.
not.
I'm just kidding.
No, it's Eddie. I'm just kidding. I love my fake beefs with Eddie.
I learned while I was in Japan that I very much have what they call a horse laugh, where you like throw your head back and laugh.
The big cackle.
Yeah. They call that a horse laugh.
Well, I call you a horse all the time. Well, you're a horse. You're a horse. You're a horse. Of course.
Yeah. Okay, should we cut ahead?
Oh yeah. I assume we're cutting ahead. Are you good?
Yeah.
You sure?
Just feeding my magic herb. Oh, he leveled up.
All right, and we're back, guys. So we went and got some potions just because we just need them.
Because Tony needs them.
I do. There's nothing wrong with needing potions.
You also spent some time and recalibrated
my heroes.
Your heroes, which are now both
all dead. Well, you know. Whatever. No one said it was a perfect system. They probably all use their potions already because they use them so fast.
Yeah.
They use them really dumb timed. But I still have 2 high potions left, so I should be good for a little while.
At least they made it this far. I think they previously they were
Donald
dying.
was done, and well, Goofy was around a lot later than Donald, as per usual. But Donald actually stayed around a lot longer than he normally does. Normally Donald's like, "I'm out, bro."
Yeah, I think the AI in this game is pretty.
Oh, they're pretty derpy. It's more so Donald than it is Goofy.
That's because Goofy's mechanics, I think, are simpler to be effective.
Yeah, it's just I'm gonna swing my shield, and
whereas like healing and using magic is like not as easy of a thing to balance in the AI.
Right, exactly.
But that said, I found out, well, partially from you in between the pause time, but this boss ignites his torches. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, he ignites his torches. He doesn't just do it if you hit him with fire.
Yeah, it's
That's like part of his shtick.
It's phase 2. He like walks up to the oven and turns it on, or like starts his torches on fire.
Yep, exactly. So if you cast fire early, he just gets that form earlier.
Which I think that makes even more sense, right? Because like now we know as players that this is a thing that just happens, and it's a pretty good way of like,
oh yeah,
making it obvious that he's entering a new phase of combat.
Oh, absolutely.
Which also comes with new attacks. So I think that was actually a pretty smart way of doing it, and it's very Square Enix.
Dead. I am actually shocked that he's still up for being only the second boss of this game.
I mean, I guess to be fair, you don't have a ton of power in your attacks.
Yeah, that's fair. And like Blizzard kind of sucks too.
Yeah, your magic just like isn't great for hitting him. Just because like you can't really aim other than you can't aim vertically. So in order to hit him, you have to be on the table.
This is a tough boss that they kind of threw here. Like Alice in Wonderland, I think is one of the harder earlier bosses. Because I've definitely even in my Proud Mode playthrough, in most of my playthroughs, this is the boss where I'm like, am I have items? Like that's impossible. I was like, I know because I was jumping in the air. Now in theory, I should be able to kill him. I should. It'd be really sad if I still can't beat him.
The other consideration is that this boss might actually be the hardest for you because of the level
the style in which we're playing. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it was the like long road, but in the end it will like be rewarded. So you're leveling up slower.
Like, this is my 6th time, like, knocking him down. But I just don't know how many more times I have to knock him down, how many more times I can knock him down, you know?
Ooh.
Oh, God.
Yeah, getting the scan ability would definitely be useful, if only to know, like, if
and,
what you're doing is effective.
Comes, like, watch, I'm gonna, like, earn it right after this. I already know my luck. And, like, I don't think anyone else has any potions left, so I'm not gonna beat him again, and that's really, really annoying, because he's not that bad. Oh,
Hey! Whew. That's good.
Jesus. It's because I'm so much weaker doing magic. It's like, oh.
Yeah, man, it's only gonna go up from here.
You know, it'll be all right.
This is the kind of boss though that really shows that the game was designed for sword combat first and foremost.
Oh, yeah.
Which is like, that's okay.
No, it's okay. It makes it more interesting. It definitely makes it more difficult. And I give props to my brother who beat it on proud mode using magic, which is hard stuff. I did it with shield and giving up magic, which is interesting.
Ifrit's Horn.
Yep, so it helps defend against fire.
Ah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
What a racket. How's a doorknob to get any sleep?
Like, you just stick this in here, is that okay?
Whoa.
I don't know if you heard it, but there's a little click that happened. There's a little...
Oh, I did not.
What was that?
You hear that? Sound like something closed.
Closed?
It clicked. That was the locking sound. This gummy ain't like the others, no sir. No sir.
Okay, I'll hold on to it.
Navigate piece. Does it
Yeah,
mean we can navigate further?
Well, that means that we'll be able to use the warp drive later. But splendid, you're quite the hero. If you were looking for Alice, she's not here. She's gone, off with the shadows into darkness. No.
Let's go back to our gummy ship. We might find her in another world.
We gotta go to a safe point to return to our ship. I like how they kind of get meta. They're like,
I was like, wait, what? Goofy, how do you... What? All right, well, that's
our episode.
That's all we have for this episode. This one went super long, but that's
but
okay.
It's all right.
That's the nature of boss
We'll
battles.
cut it down.
Tony, I was also determined to beat it in this episode. So.
I don't want to do another episode just to beat it because it would have been fast. It would have been like a 5-minute episode, so it's fine.
Question of the day. Let's talk about that boss design.
Yeah, let's talk about that boss. I think it's a good boss fight.
Where is it successful as a boss enemy? But also, what precedence does it set for future bosses?
Ooh, good question. So if you guys enjoyed this episode, please hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, please do that.
Please.
And feel free to share this video too, guys. We want to get our content as far out there as possible. And also, comment on the question of the day. Your own personal playthrough, what you like about our playthrough, what you hate about Kingdom Hearts, what you love about Kingdom Hearts, all that other good stuff. And we will do our best to get back to you. Like, we really will. Kind of.
I will, because I manage the comments.
So remember, if you don't get a comment back fast, because Chris doesn't like anyone.
What? No, it's not true.
Nah, just kidding, guys. We'll see you in the next episode.
Bye. See you in the comments section.
I hate when people say that.